Hello, my name is Dave Austin from Austin LLP. I have a PhD in chemistry from Emory University and a JD from Fordham. I'm licensed to practice law in both New York and California. My background is intellectual property and contract litigation. As a litigator and contract attorney, I'm often asked by clients to create useful solutions for compliance with complex litigation. Today, what I'd like to talk about is our fillable PDF that accompanies our California financing disclosure law. At this point, you should have already looked at the Excel spreadsheet calculator that will calculate all of the information that you need for the California disclosure. In this video, we're going to show you how to fill in the PDF fillable form that we've created with the guide so that you can make a proper disclosure to the merchant. On the left, we have the disclosure. You can see the fields that you need to enter. On the right, we have the calculator. And in addition, the calculator tells you which row that you should provide the information. More importantly, on the fillable PDF, when you're using Adobe, you can mouse over the field and it'll tell you what you have to import. So import amount financed. We look over to the right, we see that it says here, amount financed, $990. So we type in $990. We go to the next field and it says input funder name. So that would be Dave's MCA. Oh, put it in the wrong field. Apologies. Click on the new field and put in Dave's MCA. Now, when we mouse over the next field, it tells us what we need. Recipient funds, the dollar amount merchant will receive after all fees, prior funding, and third-party payoffs have been applied. You go over to the calculator, you see that recipient funds is right here, $990. The reason the funding provided and the recipient funds are the same is because we're not paying off any prior MCA or any third party. As we scroll down, what you'll see is that the calculator already automatically fills in any value that you've already entered. You don't have to enter your funder name more than once. The dreaded estimated annual percentage rate. Insert estimated annual percentage rate. Come over here to the calculator, offer summary row 2, estimated annual percentage rate. 298.94. Mouse over our field, insert merchant name. Say Joe's Garage. Fill B, insert average monthly revenue. Over here, merchant average monthly revenue estimate, $5,000. Insert finance charge. Now we're scrolling down on the calculator. The finance charge is $200. Estimated total payment amount. The estimated total payment amount. That's right here, $1,200. Now you'll notice the estimated total payment amount, because this is a revenue purchase agreement, is the revenue purchased. But the value is brought down here for the purposes of simplicity. Estimated monthly cost. Mouse over, insert estimated monthly cost. $737.14. Now we have the estimated payment row. If you mouse over, you see that it says insert estimated payment. The estimated payment is $34.29. And here you insert what the payment schedule is. For example, daily Monday through Friday, weekly, etc. Here it's daily Monday through Friday. So we insert daily, Monday through Friday. Now, this is unique to the California statute. California requires you to make the merchant aware of any reconciliations that you have a reasonable anticipation will occur. In my view, this would be a seasonal merchant, such as a landscaper, snow plower, ski lodge, etc. You can select from the drop down here whether Dave's MCA is or is not aware of reasonably anticipated true ups. Because in most situations, you won't have a reasonable anticipated true up. Is not is the default. Now, if you did or were aware of a reasonably anticipated true up, you would enter it here. List any irregular payments or anticipated reconciliations. Otherwise, leave blank. Going to the next page, you see daily Monday through Friday. It's automatically entered. Joe's Garage is entered. The monthly revenue is entered. Here, if you mouse over, the estimated payment is based on our estimate of blank percent of your Joe's Garage's daily revenue. Insert daily revenue purchased. Now that's right down here. Payment terms, you see the term payment terms here, 14.74%. And this number is also calculated based on the values above. Here is the number of months used to estimate the merchant's average monthly revenue. Now, because the calculator is automatically set just to collect 4 months is a statutory minimum, by the way, we have an auto field fillable here of 4 months. If you change that value, you can change it here. You have a right to receive refunds all the power of your payments if you demonstrate your payments have exceeded, and this is 14.74, automatically filled in as you see there. Same as above. Now the next entry is rather important. This is the section number or the citation in your revenue purchase agreement that shows the reconciliation provision. In a number of the agreements I see, this is section 1.4. Of course, that changes all the time. You could fill this in. And this is not going to change for your agreement. So this is something you can fill in and have the value remain the same every time. Estimated term. Now, if you go down, the estimated term is 49 days. Why is the estimated term 49 days? It's 49 days because we put in 7 weeks of payments. Now, the number of payments is 35, but there's 7 days in a week. And this estimated term must be throughout the entire term. And that's calculated there to be 49. The finance charge is automatically filled in here. There's a prepayment. Now, this fillable PDF assumes that you are not charging the merchant additional fees if they pay off early. And that tends to be the standard in MCA agreements, and this is an MCA fillable form, so we have that there. Going to the next page, we have the itemization of amount financed. Now, typically in a disclosure in California, the only time the statute requires you to include the itemization of amount financed is where the value here for the funding provided is different from the recipient funds. In other words, you're paying off another MCA or you're paying off the prior funding. But because a number of our clients routinely do refinances, and that'll be a situation where you need this, we decided that our fillable PDF would best be served by having this in there. There's no reason not to include the amount finance, the itemization of the amount financed, because it gives additional information to the merchant. Amount paid on your account with us, it defaults to zero because the fillable PDF determines that in general, you're not going to have this. Disbursement paid to, and this is a third party. If you mouse over, it says what you need to add there. Insert name of any third party paid from funding or not applicable. Here are the same. Identify the funding being paid off. For example, merchant agreement dated and the date. But let's just put in NA because it's not applicable. Then NA here as well because it's also not applicable. Now again, brokerage fee paid. You'll remember, this is the broker fee that the merchant pays, the portion of the broker fee or the entire broker fee that the merchant pays, not the broker fee that the funder pays. This defaults to zero because number of our clients, the broker fee is paid by the funder and not the merchant. So we might also put in NA. And again, these values are defaulting to zero. Amount provided to you or on your behalf. Sum of all these, it's going to be $9.90. Prepaid finance charge is $10. This is the origination fee that comes here. The origination fee was $10. Now here, the amount financed, it's 5 minus 6. So it's 5, 990 minus 6. You don't take off the origination fee again. You've already taken that off. So we just put in 990. And that completes the form. Now, let's suppose this is a refinance. So in this refinance, we are going to pay $250 off of the earlier amount. So we're going to put in here revenue purchase agreement dated, let's say 11/12/2022. And why don't we even spell that correctly? So this would be a refinance. You're paying off an earlier funding. There's still $250 left. So what you do here is you add all these up. Oh, we got to take the so this would be 4. And this would be 7. So here in this case, the amount given directly to you, the merchant, is only $740. $250 is going to be paid on an earlier account. But the value here is still $990 because you're adding all this up. This is the amount provided to you, the merchant, or on your behalf, and both actually. Finance charge origination, still $10. Amount financed, 5 minus 6 is still $990. So that's how you would fill out the form if you had a payment on a prior financing. That would also change up here. Let's just go ahead and change the calculator just to show you how that works. 250. We're paying 250 on an earlier funding. We come down here, funding provided. So mouse over. It says insert amount financed. Don't get confused because the offer summary says funding provided, but the amount the statute is talking about is the amount financed. That's 990. But here, you'll see the recipient funds. Notice this changed here. It changed here because we changed it in the back. Again, you only have to add the values once and they change. Because we put in 740 previously, that number changes here. So here now you see the difference. The funding provided to the merchant is 990. The amount the merchant's getting is only 740 because $250 is going to pay off the previous funding. Well, thank you for your time. Visit our website at www.austinllp.com/MCA or watch our calculator video at this channel to see it in action. Please also contact us by phone or email for a free demonstration of the calculator and the fillable form, or a copy of our state-by-state MCA regulation table. Thank you.